Let's see what we've got. So I got all my other 4 bases here, kind of all conjoined together. One for all of my crafting stuff. This is my breeding base, which is these 4. I don't think I'm gonna make any changes to. What do I got starving over here? Ah, every time I leave these bases, this is what happens. They all end up starving. There's plenty of food. No reason for them to be starving. So I'll have to sit here for a minute and let them all eat. See if any of them are stuck. This is basically my farming base. Literally, all I have to do is set these up right here. They're all stacked. Got plenty of food. You'll notice that I don't have any pals out working on them because when they're out working on them, they make too much food. I've got 28 refrigerators and they stay pretty full. Now I've been crafting a bunch of food, so they're probably, it's about time to break them back out and let them do some stuff. But all of these were completely full back before I started producing a bunch of stuff. You can kind of take a look at my carrots here because I don't think I've crafted anything with carrots. So, yeah. But anyway, I ended up taking all of my pals out of here because I was literally having to sell food because I didn't have any place in the refrigerators for them. Again, I've been crafting, so it might be about time to break them out here shortly, but I'm not going to do that today. This is my mining base, same exact problem that I had with my farm. They produced so much that I took them all out of here. Now, my mining base is set up a little differently than everybody else's. Everybody else has a mining base that has a couple of places to put some ore, a couple of places to put some coal, a couple of places to put some sulfur, and so on. But then you got a whole bunch of people working on random stuff, and to me it's just a pain. So I have 6 chests set up in the center area here. I build 10, in this case 9, because I'm using the ore, the larger ore platforms. But normally it's 10. I'll set 5 up on one side, 5 up on the other, of whatever I need. So if I'm doing sulfur, I'll take all of these mine areas down. I'll drop my sulfur, and then let all of my guys do nothing but craft sulfur, and they'll stick them all in these chests. You can see the ore here. I've literally got chests upon chests upon chests of ore. Every single one of these are completely full. You think, well, what are you gonna do? Well, that's once they get full like that, what I end up doing is I bring them over to my crafting base where all of my supplies are, and I stick them in these chests here. So you'll notice that these chests are full. I don't have anything, no space left in order to put anything. When you're looking at the ore, now there might be a cup, an empty one or two in here. Maybe not. Yeah, I guess not. I was doing some crafting with because I had a whole bunch on me. That's why it wasn't taking them. But I was crafting a bunch of stuff, so I figured maybe it'd pull some. But these are all full. The 2 sections completely filled with ore. 6 more chests over there that are completely filled with ore. I just can't produce or make enough stuff to get rid of all the ore that I got. I can sell it, but what's the point? I've got plenty of bars, and keep in mind, this is also while I've been crafting gold. I've got over 50 million in gold, so it's not like I'm hurting for gold. But anyway, I'll run, a setup like this for a day, maybe 2 days, and it'll fill up all of my chests up there, and then I switch them out and change them for something else. I've now gotten to the point where everything is completely full. I don't need to craft anything with the materials that I'm getting out of them, so I just pull it out of the base so that I'm not wasting resources on stuff that I'm not going to be using anyway. So all of these bases look like they're going to stay where they are. The biggest problem that I have right now is I've got some bases that aren't my bases. Some of these bases are some of the guild members that I have and their bases. The one thing I absolutely hate about Palword's structure when it comes to bases is you're allowed 10 bases for the guild. That includes any bases that somebody may have brought in when they joined the guild. And you don't get any extra. So if you've got 10 people in your guild, well, you each get a base. That's pretty much it. Or you decide amongst yourselves what bases are going to be built where. And that's just horrible. That's, you should be able to either have more bases based off of the people that you have in the guild, or at least give a certain amount of bases per guild member whenever you're joining the guild. That way it allows for everybody to keep their bases, because people just don't want to give up what they've already put time into build once they join the guild. And we've got some people on the server that literally don't want to join the guild just because they've got their own bases and they don't want to lose them. So, you have less people to work together, and it's all because of the way that they've got the base structure set up. But anyway, let's go take a look at these other bases. So there's a couple that I know that I'm not going to get rid of. Possibly rebuild them to make them look a little better, because they're kind of plain Jane. But they're literally set up for one function and one function only. This is my hexalite. Its literal only function is to farm hexalite for me. It has no other purpose other than the fact that it also has a oil chamber right here that I pick up a little bit of oil from, not very much at all. But this job, the job for this base is literally just to provide me with all the hexalite that I could ever possibly use. And you look at this and you think, well, it's not much hexalite. You got to keep in mind that I've already got full containers at the other base, because I normally take all of this and move it over to the other base so that I don't have to worry about it. So, some ideas. I don't know. Again, I try not to put, each base has its own function, and I don't do multiple functions on one specific base simply because it's more efficient if you let that base do its one function and leave it the heck alone. That way it does its function and it does it well. I need hexalite, and this base provides me with hexalite. I don't have a couple of them working on the hexalite and a couple of them working on some farms and a couple of them working on other things. They're doing their job. They're doing what I need them to do, and they're doing it very efficiently. So, but any ideas? I might just build this up to make it look good, because right now all it is just a bunch of walls and some platforms. So that's an option. this base here is my oil base. And just like the other one, its sole purpose is to get me oil. Very efficient. It does what I need it to do to provide me with oil. So I think I just cleared these out not too long ago. So now my oil does not produce as quickly as some of the other things do. My oil and my chromite are the only chests that I have at the main base that are not. I don't even think I have one chest filled, much less all 8 that are available for them. It's hard to get the oil. It takes a while. But with that being said, I've got more oil than I'll need. You know, I have no problems with oil. I've got the dual oils set up on each of these, so 6 in total that they pretty much stay cleaned out. My little runner Memogs over here, you can grab them one by one, bring them over and stick them in here as they're produced. So no issues with oil. Again, this isn't the most beautiful base in the world. It's literally just surrounded by a bunch of walls and some glass platforms for them to walk around on. Other than that, it's just set here for functionality. That's literally the only purpose of this entire base is for oil, and that's the way I like it. So, not going to be getting rid of this base, but possibility of rebuilding it into something pretty. Who knows? This one is kind of my man I wish I could base. This is a base that is set up strictly for ranches. That's all this base does is ranch work. The problem is I'd like to do some changes to this base, but they've patched it now where you can't build on the island anymore. Matter of fact, where are you? There you are. Come here, buddy. If I was to break this base down, tear it all down and try to restart, I wouldn't be able to, because the minute that you step on the land, you go under it. It doesn't allow you to stand anywhere on the ground so that you can actually place blocks anymore. Now the good thing is they didn't put anything in the code to destroy anything that was here before they put this patch in place. So I still have my base, I just can't really make any drastic changes to it. Don't get me wrong, I like the design of this base. I like the pyramid type look. It's extremely functional for what I need it to do. But I've had other ideas, other things that I'd like to play with. Always try to blow my bases up. But anyway, Stack Ranch. They all basically flow down here and are picked up and fed directly to my guild chest. That way I can easily just grab them whenever I need to. The reason that you see stuff in here is because my refrigerators are full, and I'm going to end up having to build more refrigerators and in order to even hold these anymore. So I just leave them in here. Any food and stuff that you leave in your guild chest, the timers don't run out. but the space does. So you kind of got to watch it. I keep all of the basic raw materials for just about anything that you build in here. Sometimes I, have to add something in for something that I'm building that I wasn't expecting. But normally all of the raw stuff, if I need something built with stone or any of the ores, they're all available to me in here. So I can carry enough stuff to put so that I can, build a PAL box and a guild chest, and then the rest of it is all available to me. I don't know. The biggest change that I think I'd want to make in here is instead of having a single ranch, I think I'd like to have two. That way I can have twice as much stuff being made, even though I really don't need it. There's some other stuff that that I could be breeding for things like bones and stuff like that I've already pulled out of the base. But I've got a lot. I could have more. Who knows? I may end up going through it, but again, another option. And that's pretty much all of my bases. The rest of the bases, I believe, are all other guild members. Let's see. What do we got? So 1, 2. I got this one. Technically, this is not really a base. This is literally just a staging area for whenever I want to do any type of raid bosses. I'll stick my raid thing right here, call them up, and then fly way up there and start shooting. I keep my PAL chambers over here so that I can have some dedicated PALs dragging the ones over that need to be revived into the PAL box. So this isn't really a necessary base to have. Technically I could build, but then I have to worry about, okay, well, now that I've built an actual base here, what am I gonna do, or how am I gonna do my raids without getting everything destroyed? So gotta have one free one open just so that you can do your raid, all your raid fights.
Seeing things like I never knew.
So we got two over here. This one I know is somebody that just started playing Palword. I don't know if he's gonna be playing anymore. I haven't seen him in a little bit, but I need to get with him to find out. This is just basically a starter base that he built when he first came in. I told him don't put too much work into this base because you're definitely going to be moving at some point, but he kind of got comfortable with it, decided that he wanted to make a home here. For anybody just getting started, this right here is absolutely 100% the best place to put a base up to get started. I may do some videos later on where I'll just start over so that we can do a little playthrough of what's going on. But the only thing I would do differently with if I was just getting started is he built everything kind of over here. You definitely want to put your chests somewhere in here where they're not going to interfere with all of this other stuff spawning, because especially in the lower levels with the weight issues, you're gonna end up running out of, at some point you're gonna run out of weight. And then you're gonna be doing these really slow crawls all the way over to get to your base. You don't have a grappling hook at that early of a level, so it's not like you can shoot yourself over there. So you're literally stuck either dropping stuff, running back for it, or making that really long crawl. If you've got your chest sitting somewhere here in the middle, real easy to just go over here, grab your materials, and even if it does weigh you down, you turn around, take a couple steps, drop it off, and start all over again. But you've got all of your wood here, you've got your some stone here, and your ore here, and it's just a good place to be able to drop all of that off in order to do your early crafting and stuff. And of course, you have to come over here, and the other thing is he's built, yeah, see, he's built right on this edge here, and because he's built on this edge, some of his earlier palladium is not going to be, or pallium is not going to be spawning. So you're going to need a lot of this, because one of the easiest ways to get, you guys do it, the easiest way to level, if you want to do some quick leveling, is simply to catch these little boogers. So, why are all these guys going absolutely nuts? Like everybody? Okay. I think all my guys over here, this area is infected with rabies or something. They're going nuts. There ain't nobody even messed with the sheep, and here comes little sheep man trying to get into the fight. What the hell?
And fly without fear, return to you, where love blooms. In your arms I find peace.
Yeah, y'all can run. Just run. Run away, run away.
Back to you, to you.
What's going on up here?
To you. Back to you.
No, they're just, yeah, they're nothing big.
Back to you.
Anyway, yeah. So this is a possibility of one that might be torn down and can be built somewhere else. What is this one?
I find peace.
I think this is Goose's base. Pretty sure this is Goose's base.
To you. Back to you.
He basically builds just to do whatever he needs to get done at that moment, and he don't care about it looking pretty, he just wants it to work. Yeah, this is Goose's base. So this one ain't gonna go anywhere. I think that's pretty much it. Filter these out so I can see a
I
little better.
find peace.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that's my main base. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Yep. Alright, so that's all the bases. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? Should I just try to rebuild one of these bases that I already have existing, or should I try to get one of these other bases? And even so, if I get one of the other bases and could build somewhere else, where should I build and what should I do with it? Now, I will tell you, I used to have a base up here. This is a great place to have for your ore and coal. I no longer need it. I'll probably never have to do those things ever again. I've got way too much coal and ore to ever have to worry about it. They kind of made having those ore fields useless unless you're brand new to the game. Where the heck is it? I know it's around here somewhere. Am I completely thinking wrong here? Oh, no, it's over there. So, right here's a great little place for ore and coal. Your ore will pop up there, your coal pops up over there, and this will literally keep you filled if you're brand new to the game. I've seen people build their entire base and stack it up sky high and do whatever they need to do with it. Basically building it so that they have one base that does everything. I think that's a waste. Much more efficient if you've got separate bases doing individual things that need to get done. But it is what it is. But anyway, this is a good spot to be if you're brand spanking new and you need some, a lot of ore and coal. Where's it at? Yeah. No, I said it was over here. It's over here. But yeah, I used to have a base here. I took it down. Don't need it anymore. But left all of the other stuff there so that if one of the new guys that's not part of the guild wanted to use it, they could just set a PAL box right there in the middle of that platform and they'll be good to go. Alright, let's see. Where's my nearest transport? I'm not used to having something there. Let's see if we got a couple Ragnaroks over here we can kill for some giant PAL souls. Nope, none here. What the heck? Let's go over here since we're already here. We can get some irons. Nope, no irons either. Alright. Alright, well, anyway, I'm going to cut this one short today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe I'll have something more lined up, what I'm going to be doing. If you happen to watch this after the stream, if you got any ideas for me as far as what you'd like to see as the bases go towards, pop it in the comments and we'll go from there. Later.